on the secondary.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was. Stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just planning, as you noted, where
they'll try another one. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
A little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, you have to make sure that you bottle him in very, very well, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through.
With Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is when we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
They'll run it here. This is James White. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
20!
Shotgun now for Brady. To Michel on the dump off. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Third and 2, now Roethlisberger. It's complete to the outside. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And that is
you get a tight end like this, and you know he's using his out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Bell so light on his feet and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll go for it with Bell, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The drive starts with a run by White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
220! Brady to throw on 2nd down. Toward the sideline. Look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for the 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now White. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And he went nowhere. Went backwards. Back to 33. So we lose 3 yards there. Now third down. So negative yardage. A loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that sometimes after you've made the initial move, he's breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice yardage. Tried a quick hitter inside. That one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, here's over the middle. Gentlemen, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. From midfield, here's Brady. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Derek Rivers coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got it out of 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Roethlisberger now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now. And they'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And partner, I think that's a great example. Not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one more man-make guys in the game. So even though he couldn't turn it into much more.
Steelers on third down. They've been good. 3-4 thus far. This is third and 4. Just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Two minutes remaining in a scoreless first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw right side complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now Bell. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Rolling to his right. He's going to go back at the 13-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop with a tick under a minute to go before half. So it's the 2nd, and now a 3rd and goal situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger to throw. Dancing left. Steps away to his left. Sag. He may try to run. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any game like this is important to the team. They'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they get this time. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers in front. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The Patriots gearing up to go now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive. Stay with this team. We're just starting the second half, and you got the football. Punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Didn't get down
to throw on second down. Brady, he's going to enter deep for Hope, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And he runs it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a real nice tackle?
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And they're going to have a third down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a clear at the end. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. That good hit, and he lost the football. I call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now come the Patriots. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for White. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. Looking to throw on second down. Brady. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So that's option. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to get it down before a pretty good run right there. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave this with second goal coming up.
Some good strong running right there. Power and explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. We'll try and run in with Bell. And just short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that sit down is a time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. Steelers. Le'Veon Bell. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing right, and that's complete. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now Brady. Got a man in. It's Chris Hogan. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Shotgun now for Brady. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Brady now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Brady's got his guys first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Brady again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
20! Like 20! Like we can!
Brady now to throw. His throw incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game. And on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, caught here by Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inch. It can't be more than a half a foot. That was a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Fighting his way through contact. He gets it to Brown. Complete. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, you know, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. They'll pitch it out to Bell. A solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Well, this drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only 3 on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Starting to feel a little to me like the error is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air is out.
He's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Kyle Van Noy leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd 16 after the sack.
Snickers, 66.
Shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete, nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances, putting it out there, a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Goes underneath here to White. So he got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot first down.
Well, there it is. Brady connecting with Gronk, but at this stage of the game, this is kind of late for them. I'm used to this happening right out of the gate.
Yeah, we were thinking we would see this per usual. First quarter, definitely second quarter, but not the case.
And their offense not moving the ball like they normally do. They're losing the game. Those two need to get together and fast.
Now Brady. And a dump off to White. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as the receiver.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Blue 30.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Steelers, back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile,